After starting off strong, going 4-0, the South Bend Snowflakes lost 3 in a row to some of the best teams in the league, putting their playoff spot at serious risk. But after a turnaround win in Week 8, Pup had to run the gauntlet to prove they were worthy of becoming the champion of their biggest league ever, the ICP. All 3 of the last opponents had already beat Pup once this season, so the odds of winning it all were slim, but not lost. In quarterfinals, Lycanroc Dusk tried to hack its way through the team. I'm gonna lose now. But Alolan Ninetales put everyone on her back, predicting every move from Grum's Kyurem and securing a 2-0 win. In semis, Onezie's squad looked unbeatable, but a weakness policy Talonflame punished a passive Alomomola to break open the game. Even after a devastating paralysis, the Snowflakes held on. And when it came down to a final 50-50 between Haxorus Dragon Dancing a second time or clicking an attack, we made the wrong call. But were rewarded with a 10% chance to miss, and we clutched up to advance. And now, here we are, facing Amber once again in the ICP Season 2 Finals. The Tinglu that started our losing streak is back, and we have one shot to complete the run back. Win, and we're champions forever. Lose, and miss out on the biggest draft win of my career. This is the ICP Season 2 Finals. Yo, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Pup. We are here for the ICP Season 2 Finals. Gonna be a crazy game here, so hopefully we'll be able to take home the dub. And I will be very, very sad if we don't. If you guys don't remember, my team is Goldengo, Raging Bolt, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Hatterene, Landorus, Keldeo, Vikavolt, Alolan Ninetales, Talonflame, and Gumshoos. But let's just get straight into this. We're playing against Amber, and Amber is one of the best draft players on Wi-Fi right now. She's been at it for years. This battle is going to be crazy. Her Vancouver Titangs start with Gouging Fire, a huge threat to my team. Dragon Dance plus Scale Shot can tear through everything if they don't miss, unlike Haxorus last week. But even a Choice Band set tossing out Fire and Dragon coverage can just overwhelm anything that isn't resisting. Next is Tinglu, the exact Mon that kicked off my losing streak the first time we played. I'm expecting one of two sets, either a standard Hazard Stacker with Spikes and Rocks, or AV with Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Heavy Slam to hit everything while walling special attackers like Gold and Raging Bolt. It lives 2 or more hits from nearly everything. This Mon is the wall I have to break. Primarina is another problem. It can freely throw off powerful water and fairy moves into my squad. Assault Vest would help check Keldeo, but a Calm Mind set is terrifying in the late game. It does lose to Ogerpon, but I could see Amber running something like Rindo or Custap with tech to deal with it. Then there's Pecharunt. It could come to try to wall Ogerpon since it eats the grass type attacks, but I don't think it's worth the slot this time. My team has strong special threats with Raging Bolt, Lando, and Goldengo that Pecharunt just doesn't like. Slitherwing is another solid option. It could be Choice Scarf for U-turn momentum, or it could be AV with First Impression to pressure the Ogerpon and tank hits and hit back with other moves like Flare Blitz or Wild Charge for Talonflame. It's one of Amber's best tools to pressure Ogerpon early and can pivot around Keldeo. Iron Boulder is probably their scariest cleaner. Booster Energy to boost the speed, Sword Stance to break, Mighty Cleave and Earthquake hit everything. If this gets a free turn, I may just lose on the spot. I need to keep pressure on it at all times. Corviknight is an interesting wild card. I don't expect it to come, especially as a defensive pivot. But if it does show up, with Bulk Up and Roost, it can absolutely win the game on its own once Raging Bolt is gone. It can set up on Talonflame, Goldengo, or even Ogerpon if I misplay around it, and Power Trip or Brave Bird finishes the job. That said, Amber may leave it out entirely just because of how many better offensive threats she has. Next up is Superior, and this thing can absolutely 6-0 me. Scarf Leaf Storm with Contrary has 0 switch-ins once I'm chipped down, and if it gets rolling, it's over. We could also see a Glare or Subseed set to slowly whittle down bulkier options like Raging Bolt. If this comes, it's a top priority target. Then we have Greedent, a total sleeper threat that put up 3 kills in the semis. Sword Stance plus Body Slam, Earthquake, Gyro Ball, it has all the tools to punish an unprepared team. With its bulk and cheek pouch citrus berry synergy, it can outlive most trades and just keep going. And lastly, Electivire. This is the only new face since our last battle, replacing Raichu. Honestly, I don't think it comes, but if it does, it can come to check Raging Bolt with an Assault Vest and take advantage of Motor Drive to get the +1 speed boost. It has solid physical coverage with Ice Punch, Knockoff, whatever else you might want to run, but it's pretty underwhelming compared to the rest of Amber's team. Still, it's on my radar. Amber's team is quite insane, but I'm doing everything I can to win this and become the champion of the ICP. Let's see what I'm bringing to this battle. First up is my Ogerpon Cornerstone, who's absolutely disgusting in Amber squad. With an adamant nature and max attack, Ivy Cudgel and Hornleech just delete most of their team. And if we ever get a free turn and click Sword Stance, it's GG's, especially with our sturdy ability letting us live anything once we get to full health. At +2, Hornleech always picks off Tinglu, Primarina, and Iron Boulder, while Cudgel chunks the rest of their team. The last slot was the hardest decision. I debated between Quick Attack, Knockoff, and Spiky Shield. Knockoff helps break Petrun, Quick Attack lets us clean up Gouging Fire after one Ivy Cudgel if they're max HP, but I landed on Spiky Shield, as it gives us a good scouting value against a potential Choice Scarf Slitherwing and punishes First Impression. It can also stall out Serperior's limited Leaf Storm PP if it gets out of hand. Next up is Landorus Incarnate, one of our win conditions. After a nasty plot, nothing on their team wants to take Earth Power, Sludge Wave, or Focus Blast. The only Pokemon that maybe could hang on is an AV Slitherwing, and even then, if we had Psychic, it would be toast. The speed investment outruns everything from Electivire and down, and with a touch of HP, we survive hits from Adamant Tinglu into any Jolly Boulder hit. Vikavolt is our Sticky Web setter this week, and even though Contrary Serperior usually punishes Sticky Webs, I think they're bringing Choice Scarf Serperior, so they're going to outrun me anyways, so the speed drop won't help them. We have a shot to live 2 Leaf Storms from that Serperior and fire back with a Bug Buzz, which does a ton. If they try to remove our hazards with Corviknight, we've got Thunderbolt to chunk it. If they try to set up with a DD Gouging Fire, Mudshot can lower their speed, and if they try to substitute on me, we always break the sub. If we ever drop below 25%, Custat Berry gives us a free last turn web or surprise KO. Talonflame is here as well to keep us alive against their super fast threats. Gale Wings gives us priority Hurricanes at full HP, and Heavy Duty Boots lets us avoid the hazard chip. The special attack investment guarantees we OHKO offensive Superior with Overheat, and that special defense investment gives us a solid switch into it. Hurricane can help us check Slitherwing, and if we don't miss, we're in a great spot. Lastly, we have Roost just to try to keep us at full HP as long as possible, especially if we see something like a Choice Scarf Slitherwing that we can freely roost on. Despite Tinglu being a basically wall to this Pokemon, Raging Bull is here, and his job is to check that Choice Scarf Superior, or really any Superior set, pretty hard. With Assault Vest, we always take a Leaf Storm into a +2 Dragon Pulse. We destroy everything with Draco Meteor besides that Tinglu. And if they go into it, I mean, we can switch out, scout for hazards, scout for whatever item they want to be. Thunderbolt is great damage into their whole entire team once that Tinglu is gone, and Volt Switch is great, especially once that Tinglu is gone, but pretty great into a lot of their other Pokemon. And last but certainly not least is the craziest set you have ever seen in a finals. Substitute Focus Punch Golden Go. Now hear me out. If we can get a sub up while they switch into Tinglu, Focus Punch just goes crazy. Leftovers keeps us healthy, and Adamant Poltergeist 2-hit KOs most Primarina variants while also cleaning up stuff like Iron Boulder and Pecharunt, even with our low base attack. This Pokemon is the ultimate punish for a passive or greedy switch. And if they want to get up any hazards in front of me, expecting me to switch out even after a substitute, 2 Focus Punches will bring that thing down into range of Draco Meteor from Raging Bolt. So we will be in an amazing position to be able to take over the game at that point. Hopefully this team is able to do it for me. I appreciate everything that you guys have done watching these videos throughout the entire season. And a huge shout out to a couple people from my Discord. Blazeman helped me out the most, gave me the mocks and everything. Drees, Cart, Offline, Appradder. There's probably a couple other people that I'm missing, but they all helped me out, just think through this matchup and make me feel a little bit better about it. So hopefully we'll be able to do it. This is a huge league for me, the biggest thing I've ever been a part of, and I really want to win this thing. So let's go do it. Let's win the whole damn league. What is good, everyone? We are here playing against Amber in the finals. of the ICP. Looking at their team, we do see no Petra Run, which I expected, no Corviknight, and we see Slitherwing. So the other 5 I expected. Let me see Boulder. My heart rate's at 150 right now. That I should not be going like this. Gouging, Serp, Ting, Slither, and Prim. Well, the idea is to always go with Torn or Thundy. Not Torn or Thundy. It's the other one. It's Lando. Just to go with this, I do feel confident in my prep, but I know Amber's a great battler. They won last season, so I don't want to let that happen again. I need this win, and it's going to happen. We're going to take it. They don't have their lead fully selected, which is great. Yeah, it's going to be all right. My heartbeat 1 minute ago was a 164. That's just how nervous I get for these. They mean a lot to me, and I hope you guys do enjoy the battles here. But man, this is going to be an intense one. They are very, very good, and they have a great team into me here. The Tinglu is what I really got to shut down. So what do we see? Boris. We see Boulder. Boulder comes out first. Are you Balloon? You are not Balloon. And you don't really have a great switch into this Earth Power. So I'm just going to Earth Power them here. I will just straight up click Earth Power. I like this. Like, this lead is just very simple for me. Probably going to see them be Focus Sash. We see no booster, so they also could be Scarfed or Banded. So no booster. And if they're Focus Sash, Mighty Cleave, 2-hit KOs me most of the time. As they withdraw, maybe we see Slither come in here. Yep, Slitherwing comes in. Are you going to be the AV variant or not? Let's see how much this does. They are very much Assault Vested. Should have brought Psychic on this guy. I switched up the last minute. I really thought they would be Choice Scarf. I mean, what? Versus Assault Vest, that Earth Power did 20%. So their max HP with an Assault Vest. They cannot do too much to me. They might be Adamant. Close Combat wouldn't do a crazy bit. I do want to save this Pokemon for later. I feel like a Rock move is probably coming out this turn, though. So I do like the just straight up Nasty Plot. I think Nasty Plot makes sense because I threaten them with Psychic. And if they swap out, then that's great for me too, because we could definitely see U-turn. AV Slither was something that I was a little bit worried about. Wish I hadn't changed this to Psychic, but it makes sense. They do withdraw. Beautiful. So we are just a free +2 now. And we see Tinglu. Beautiful. Tinglu. I mean, this thing dies to Focus Blast. We just plot up in their face. I need to hit the Focus Blast. I could also Earth Power here to get the guaranteed 2-hit KO. But I will just Blast, because if this thing goes down, it's beautiful for me. And if they go back out into Slitherwing, we get damage. So let's see what happens here. I mean, if they're potentially Assault Vested and like very Spadef, then it doesn't matter. If they're Assault Vest Adamant, which I do expect, is a 70% chance for me to OHKO. Yeah, maybe 60 something. Whew. This is a good start for me. We just have to hit this move. We really just need to hit this. Even if they do attack me here, it's not the end of the world. As they do withdraw, we probably see Slither come back out. Slithery Sal. That's the Serp. Please hit. Yes! This thing's gone. Goodbye, Serperior. That Pokemon was a massive threat to my team right there. Goodbye. Good riddance. My goodness. All right. If we see Slitherwing come back in now, I mean, I can just Sludge Wave them. Earth Power is also kind of free. Beautiful start from Lando here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm so glad that we got that off. It honestly isn't even a bad play to nasty plot up a second time against Slither, but maybe we sludge wave it. Maybe we sludge wave them. They definitely won't die to one sludge wave, but I think they would die from a sludge wave into an earth power. Now we could see Scarf Gouging, Scarf Prim. The way that they haven't brought Prim in yet makes me think it's not Choice Scarf. And if they are, I can deal with that. Yeah, they go Slitherwing. That's awesome. I think it's just free to Sludge Wave here. Every time we get off 1,000,000,000% on this guy. Just a straight up 1,000,000,000%. Yep. They're going to Flare Blitz. That's going to do a decent chunk. That does 50. Yeah, I mean, that is about what I expect. And now it's just free Earth Power on this turn, and we just pick up 2 KOs off the bat. Goodbye. They're going to go out into the Boulder, probably. Boulder Mighty Cleave does 160 min, so I'm assuming it's going to knock me out. I definitely assume that it will knock me out. They do send out Boris. This Pokemon's still so good versus them. I need to keep it around. I do not need my... I do not need this guy very much. So I'm thinking we just go out to the Longest Boy here. And then probably double out to Ogre afterwards. I mean, maybe I double out to Webs. Honestly, I like that. I like doubling out and setting up my Webs. Because then Landorus just comes in and smokes them afterwards. We see Rock Blast come out. That's fine. That might not have knocked me out. Honestly, it never did unless they're loaded dice, which they are. They are loaded dice. They hit me 5 times. And they did 230, basically. Yeah, checks out. Loaded dice hit me 5 times. Okay. Nope, we're not gonna do that. I do really like the double, but they can just stay in and attack me here. So I will just drop a Draco Meteor. They're gonna click Earthquake, so we know they're not choice locked. They're loaded dice though, right? It's just kind of a given at that point. We also never die to Rock Blast with my Jogerpon here. So I think we just go out to Ogre. This Boulder is a huge threat to my team though. I need to keep that in mind. I do really like Ivy Cudgel here. Ivy Cudgel does bring it down into range of basically anything else on my team. And this really punishes the Gouging Fire that I feel like could swap in here. Do I just Horn Leech though? Could be a better play, right? Because what do they switch in here? Okay, let me look. Gouging Fire. If you're max HP, Horn Leech and Cudgel might not knock them out. I'm still gonna go for it. We do see Rock Blast. Okay. We should always live this. It's gonna be close, but yeah, we definitely live. We hit 4, and we're just gonna knock them out with Horn Leech here, unless they're Sash. They are not. We knew they were, or we were pretty sure in what they were. We do not get up to max HP, which is just a little bit unfortunate. The Gouging Fire is now scary. But if I Ivy Cudgel them, then Gale Wings seems like it should be good. And I'll have to hit a Gale Wings Hurricane on them. So that's their only option, is to go Gouging, really. If they're not max HP, then I honestly just sweep. I really do. It is a scary situation still. I can still lose this game. Ooh, but I feel really good about this. I mean, if they're booster energy speed, then they're fine, right? But I mean, they're not going out to it so immediately. They're just not. Wish I was able to get my hazards up for this moment. They do go out to Gouging Gary. I just have to stay in an attack. You are not booster, so I just cudgel. You are no booster. We get the cudgel. If you're max HP, you live. You do live, okay. And they're gonna Dragon Dance, okay. This is all right. Are you gonna be Scale Shot? Are you gonna be whatever? I think Scale Shot makes the most sense here. I can Spiky Shield, potentially. I think we are just gonna see Scale Shot. If we see them go for Scale Shot on this turn, at +1, let's just assume you're max attack. And I go out to Vikavolt. Scale Shot with loaded dice. I actually live and it puts me in Custat most of the time. So I'm gonna go hard into this because I do expect Scale Shot to come out on this turn. If they Heat Crash, it is what it is. It really is. They do Heat Crash, so we're just gonna drop. That's fine. I should have just clicked the button. But I get to go out to Talonflame. I get to hit my Hurricane. Gale Wings Hurricane always knocks this guy out, so I just have to click it. They also know that I could. Yes, we hit. Beautiful. Gouging is gone. That is amazing. So we got Ting-Lu and we got Prim in the back. Ting-Lu plus Prim can be threatening, but Ogerpon looks so good. They go Only Fins. If this is Calm Mind, it can be scary, but I just need some damage off on this thing. Right? Ogerpon does so much with Horn Leech. I'm just gonna sack. We hit a second Hurricane, beautiful. And we do a decent chunk there. They're gonna Calm Mind. I don't mind this. Because potentially you're Rindo, right? You can potentially be Rindo. But then I just come in with this guy and knock him out. Right? I mean, I need my Ogerpon alive still, right? Without +1, that did just over 25. So that's maybe max HP, some Spadef. If you're Rest with Rindo, it could be scary. I'm just gonna Hurricane again. We hit a third Hurricane. That is beautiful. Confused? Beautiful! Come on! Come on! Come on. I do want you to Surf and knock me out this turn, though. You click Ice Beam. Interesting. Gets rid of my Gale Wings, which is fine. Yeah, I actually quite like that. Let me calc their damage. I just want to keep track. Ice Beam did 179. So not modest. 179 is not even max invested. I'm just Hurricaning. We miss, that's fine. I just need the damage. They're gonna snap out. They're just gonna Ice Beam me down. Okay. If you are max bold and Rindo, it actually doesn't even matter because I get back to my my sturdy ability. I just go out into Ogerpon. I just Horn Leech here. If you're max Rindo, you can live. You are Rindo. Are you max? And it's a roll. Yep, we just knock him out. Beautiful stuff, man. Critical hits. Oh man, that crit might have mattered. Yeah, I mean, if you're max, you definitely live that. Maybe Cudgel was the better play there, because Cudgel always knocked him out. I'll take it. We see Ting-Lu. Ting-Lu comes out. This thing gets 2-hit KO'd by Horn Leech. I'm not even gonna go for anything. I'm just gonna Horn Leech. It gets 2-hit KO'd, and we are gonna win the ICP. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. They don't even kill me there. We're just gonna get a nice 3-0 victory over Amber here. Booyah! Your South Bend Snowflakes are the champions. Let's go, man. Oh man, this was such a tough battle to prep for. Such a great season overall. I'm so glad that I can make it happen here. Great game to Amber. Make sure you go check them out. But man, a good one there for sure. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's my second win this year. Really trying to get up to 3. I think I can make it work, especially after beating all these great coaches to get here. Man, I love it so much. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.